Coming up in today's video, Machine Gun Kelly thinks he can take Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens doesn't talk to his coworker. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into Cheap Pops.
What does everybody want? What does everybody need?
Oh, another cheap pop.
What does everybody love?
Oh, that cheap pop is there for the taking.
All right, first up, we're going to start a little bit on the lighter side. I guess you can call it that. Hulk Hogan, let's start there. He got trolled by a fan, so he's out again on some kind of signing. I don't know, this is like Hulk Hogan news tour or something. It's just out there all the time right now. But he got trolled by a fan. Nothing serious here, but it is funny. So we're going to take a look at it. What happened with Hulk Hogan? Here we go.
How?
Well, that was last week. Well, that was funny, though.
I won't get heat for that, brother. Oh,
And it was like no one was even listening to him at that point.
yeah.
All right. Roll the clip.
Hell yeah. Look at the shirt, the MAGA powers. We're going to destroy the woke. What are they going to do when we drop the big boot on trans and we drop the big boot on everything? We're going to drop the big boot on Social Security. Does that work for you, brother? Trump is a real felon. Then he went to Epstein Island. Trump, no physical, no political violence. No political violence. No political violence, though.
So there you go. Hulk Hogan, for some reason, this guy rolled up on his signing and started doing that. Now, it was funny at first, but then...
I like the MAGA powers, and then he just kind of went off the rails.
Yeah, and you see Hogan's face when it happened. He's like, what the... I'm not even going there, brother.
Go drop the big boot on trans and Social Security. Yeah. Good concept, poor execution.
He was being woke, even in his trolling. He kept everything politically correct still. But yeah, there's that idiot. He did get kicked out, so good riddance. Next up, we're going to stop sharing for a second, because I want you guys to be surprised here. I don't know if this is a work, but apparently Machine Gun Kelly, well, first of all, he's speed running like fights with people that are much bigger than him. But Machine Gun Kelly, he had this thing where he talked about him being at SummerSlam, and apparently he rolled up on Randy Orton. We do have a clip here. I'll let him tell you what exactly happened here. And this is to mention he's also picking a fight with Shane Strickland. Strickland seems to be Sean Strickland, sorry. Even though, are they both fighters?
I don't know about Shane Strickland. I know Sean Strickland's a fighter.
So yeah, he's picking a fight with a UFC fighter. That seems to be going more crazy than the Randy Orton thing. But let's see what he said. Again, we got to take him at his word here. And yeah, let's take a look.
Seems always so
roll the clip.
Against me. It's like when I was in the ring yesterday, just coming to say what's up to Logan and see what we could work out for the show. And I saw Randy Orton, and I remember seeing Randy Orton, talk shit about me. And I was like, I there's a point where I'm like, I'm going to practice like a new version of myself. And then at 3, 2, 1, I'm like, fuck that. Hey man, fuck you.
Wait, really?
Yeah. You did. I don't know where you were,
that.
but I remember all my boys were sitting there like,
oh, no.
Didn't he just say he was with?
Is this real? What is this part of the script? I don't know what's happening, but it's the amount of people that seems always so.
So wait, he just said he was with Logan, and they were working their shit out. He saw Randy Orton, said "fuck you," and Logan's like, "Oh, you said that? Oh, you didn't see it?"
He did.
Okay, bullshit.
So again, this is according to him. And as he said, now
he said they were working out their match. Logan,
but he's not in the match.
Machine Gun. Yeah, he was. He gave him the brass knucks. This was at SummerSlam.
So they were, according to him, so they're working this out, and then he immediately goes over to Randy Orton. But Logan Paul just so happened to not see that.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way.
Yeah. So we got a response from Randy Orton after this, and he just simply tweeted the eyeballs emoji. I would assume he's saying, I didn't see this happen. And Machine Gun Kelly responded to that, and he said, tell them to release the tape. These are all tweets, by the way. Cameras were rolling. Tell WWE to put that out. That being the tape. And then he also said, you have my number, and you know why you have it. By the way, I don't know what that means.
Maybe he asked
But I
for a
won't.
date or something.
But I won't even put you on blast for that. Check your text. Seemingly, that's the end of everything here. Like I said, Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like that's becoming a little bit more of a wildfire.
Well, that's because Sean Strickland brought Megan Fox into it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's getting out of control there. Seems like they're really going to engage in some fisticuffs there.
Well, that seems to have actually happened. I'm not so certain about this Orton thing.
Yeah, but just like Machine Gun Kelly, why is he picking a fight with Randy Orton, of all people?
Because he's an insecure little hick that needs the attention.
And if you don't know who Machine Gun Kelly is, I should just put a little bit out there. What I know about him is he's tried to beef with Eminem, so he's always like trying to beef with someone to make himself relevant.
MGK got laughed into rock music. Then he feuded with Slipknot.
Slipknot?
Yeah.
Are they even... Okay. So yeah, it's just a guy who keeps picking fights to make himself relevant. Yeah.
Well,
and then
the Eminem thing was warranted. I don't know about these other ones. Maybe the Strickland one. I don't know what he said about Fox. Might have been one of those things where you got to step in.
Yeah. But if you do want to know how it went with Eminem, just listen to Kill Shot. If I can sum it up all in one sentence, one bar, if you will, Eminem said, I had to give you a career to destroy it. So that tells you how that went.
I like what he said. You'd suck a dick to be me for a second.
Oh, yeah, there's that too. Here we have him picking a fight with Randy Orton. Again, I don't know if it's an angle. Some people is like, oh, this is leading to a match.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Randy Orton is not selling to Machine Gun Kelly.
Why not? Damian Priest sold to Bad Bunny, the world heavyweight
That's a little
champion.
bit more believable.
How the fuck is that more believable?
I don't know. It's at least... I mean,
no,
Randy Orton outweighs Machine Gun Kelly by like 200 pounds. Easy. Kelly paints his nails and has a purse. Okay, I take it back. I do give him credit because in this being Kelly, he did pull Megan Fox, so he's got something going for him.
Yeah, he pulled the deformed hot girl. Good job.
Deformed?
Yeah, she's got some weird deformity.
What, being hot?
No, her hand's fucked up or something.
What?
Yeah,
this is recent. Did he pull it after that?
Yeah, she's always been deformed.
Who cares about her? Is it both hands?
Well, it'd be the good hand, if I remember correctly.
She better learn how to go left-handed, then. I don't know. She could probably still get it done with...
That means...
Is it like limped? Can you make an... Oh, that's the only question I got to answer. Well, I guess that's how you got her. He got the handicap parking.
She has a congenial anomaly.
Oh, okay.
Brachydactyl type D, which affects the development of her thumbs. She's got fucked up thumbs.
Oh, so she can't make... Oh, no. Well, what good is she?
Oh, she's got toe thumbs.
Yeah, we need that O. But as we go on to the next story here, as we talk about Megan Fox's deformities... So this actually popped up today, and it's kind of weird, but I thought it should be mentioned because it seems to be made a bigger deal than we would expect. So we have Kevin Owens. You know how they go do interviews before pay-per-views to promote the pay-per-view? So he was doing an interview. For some reason, he was asked about his relationship with CM Punk.
Again?
And yeah.
Okay.
We're going to wrestling news for this one. But he was asked about CM Punk. They were talking about CM Punk's return. He did this with the Mail Sport, whatever that is, probably a UK syndication of some sort. And he said, that means me and CM Punk, never talk. We have no reason to talk. We're not friends. We're not. We're we're just not. I don't know. We have no reason to talk. If we work together, we will talk, but just not a thing we do.
So he said the same exact shit that he said before.
Maybe.
No, he did. Like, I have no relationship with Punk. We don't talk. We're cordial. It's not like we hate each other, but we're just not friends.
So yeah, if he did say that, then yeah, it's the same thing. So is this even a big deal? Because I know this is not on the same scale in any way, but we used to be football players, high school football, of course. Score 4 touchdowns in a single game. Not just kidding. That's a Al Bundy reference. I wasn't friends with everybody in the locker room. The quarterback, I wasn't friends with him. I never talked to him. Never said a word to him. Well, maybe I said a word to him, but we didn't go hang out. We didn't have lunch. It didn't mean I hated him. It's just we were never close. We were in different circles. There was that Shane guy. Never talked to him. And I was a little bit afraid of him because he shaved his head. I detected a little bit of racism out of him. I was like, there's some. My spidey senses are tingling with this one. And he seemed like he was a little bit off his rocker, too.
Why do I feel the need to go underground around you?
Yeah. But yeah, there's people in the locker room. I didn't hate them. I wasn't, beefing with them or anything. It's just we never talked. And I think this is the same thing here on a bigger scale because the locker room there, they got what? Maybe 100 people, 100 employees?
I think Owens alluded to the fact that they don't like each other. They're not each other's cup of tea, which again is fine. You can not like somebody and still work with them. It's when you get to the point where you let your emotions affect everything.
Yeah, we're professionals around here. I don't think we're going to be hearing about backstage brawls or anything of that nature.
Yeah, no, he's getting choked out.
Yeah, they're just part of different circles. But I did want to go ahead and mention it because it seems as people are making this to be a bigger deal than it is. A mountain out of a molehill.
And they're late because he basically said the same shit months ago when Punk returned.
Oh, yeah, he did say something about that. But, he is friends with the Young Bucks.
That's fine. I'm not begrudging the fact that he's asked about it, but I don't understand why it's a big story because he said the same shit. He hasn't said anything different. Like, if it was going to be a big story, it should have been a big story when Punk came back and he first said this shit. He said it again, and now, what? That's my issue.
I don't know. Maybe because more time has passed. And it's like, oh, you still aren't friends with him. What are you doing? Why aren't you friends with him? If you aren't friends with him at this point, what's going on?
Okay.
I don't know. I guess that would be why it's a bigger thing now, or just in the times we're in.
That's silly.
Yeah, I don't think anything's going to come from this, but it's worth the mention. And that's why it's cheap pops right there. Speaking of cheap pops, Kayla Braxton, she was recently in an interview with Chris Van Vliet on his podcast. By the way, checked it out. His podcast is pretty good. He's a handsome guy. I don't know why I said that. He's got a good setup. Production's top notch. I say all this so we don't get copyrighted. But Kayla Braxton, former backstage correspondent with WWE, she recently left, and he asked her, what is next? And she said, I don't have a clip here, so I don't know why I gassed him up so much for that. But so he asked her,
I hate Chris Van Vliet.
He asked her if she was done. By the way, this is Cage Side Seats we're getting this information from. Go ahead and give them credit there. Are you done with wrestling? And she says, yeah, I think so. One thing about our fans, they think, oh, you leave WWE, you must be going to AEW or starting at OnlyFans. It's like those are the only two options that they think you have to do. I'm like, actually, I'm doing neither. Wrestling will always be a love and always be a family of mine, but I think I really just don't want to pigeonhole myself as a host, a broadcaster, and just see what else I can do out there. I mean, there's always possibility that maybe I'll pop back in for a fun cameo or something down the road. But yeah, I think my time is done.
I think it's cute that she thinks she has the choice.
She has the choice of what?
Nobody's going to kick down the doors for fucking Kayla Braxton.
Not yet, but...
Ever.
You don't know. She can turn it around.
Not in wrestling.
She could turn it around.
Oh my god, no.
But she did. I didn't watch the bump like religiously or anything, but when I tuned in, she did pretty good on the bump.
She was just another hole.
Her and Paul Heyman's little on-screen chemistry, which they did talk about here, it was always entertaining.
That's because Paul Heyman would make a broomstick entertaining.
That's true.
Don't get it twisted and think Kayla Braxton had anything to do with that. That was all Paul Heyman. I don't even have to watch it. I can tell you it's 100% Heyman.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't, Braxton would be entertaining with other people. And she's not. She's just there and awful and bland. And her hair is stupid.
There you go. Anything else?
She looks like her breath smell.
There you go. Some people, she was their cup of tea. If she does join OnlyFans, she said that she wasn't. Just give it a little bit. That WWE check is going to stop. It's already stopped. She'll get there. Anyway, that's going to be all for this episode of The Cheap Pops. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Let us know what you think of all these stories. And if you stuck around to it, well, no one's here anymore.